Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this edition of Channel Chat. And with me today, once again, is my good buddy Casey from KnivesFAST. How you doing, man? Are you there?
I am now. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
hear you. When you said
Okay.
recording, you went away.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
said recording in three, and then all of a sudden you went away.
we're here now.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, hi Casey, how are you? That's all good, dude. Because we're gonna talk. We are gonna talk about technology already, and we're already that was just an example of what we're about to get into and talk about and
Gosh,
stuff.
that was
But
awesome.
it's good to have you, man. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here, brother. I'll let you talk about what we're doing, why we're doing what we're doing, but it's awesome that you're helping me out. So that's
Oh,
cool.
not a problem. Not a problem. Now, what we're doing here, as you can see by the title, I don't know what the title's going to be, but it's going to basically be something like a month in review with KC. Now, that being said, KC has been doing these awesome weekend reviews on his channel. I'm a little jealous because I didn't think about it, but so be it. So it's good. It's awesome. I really like it. And it is a fantastic idea. It really is. Because, if somebody may have missed a video or two of yours during the week or something, it kind of gives them a rundown and they're like, oh crap, he reviewed that. They can go back and watch your review. So that's awesome. It's a terrific idea. And again, I'm jealous I didn't think about it. But you asked me to do a month in review with you, which
Yep, I sure did.
I was very honored because I'm so thankful you asked me to do that with you, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I say gonna be because that's kind of what we're doing right now. But there's been a few technical difficulties along the way, so I'll just let you share that just a little bit with the folks and kind of give them an idea of what's going on.
Well, I don't want to like make no one ever buy a Chromebook. But I love my Chromebook. I decided to get a laptop. I'm an Android phone guy, so I'm like, it just makes sense to get a Chromebook.
Sure.
Guys, when you do this kind of thing, do all your research before you buy it, not after. But it's working awesome for my Monday night KF lives.
That's cool.
It's working. So that was the number one thing I wanted to fix.
Sure.
Because if you remember, I had a little bit of an issue with trying to go live on my phone. It was such an issue that it became quite a joke there. We had a really fun live where I held my phone, and so I'm like, look, I'm getting a laptop. So I got the laptop. What I didn't check out is apparently on a Chromebook you cannot record yet. It sounds like they're working on something that would be Google and Zoom. But in the meantime, there's no way to record on a Chromebook in Zoom. And so I would have to record in the cloud, and it's like $75 million a day to do it. Not quite. And so it's just, well, it's close. Not quite. But, I'm just like sitting here going, are you kidding me? I got this this is a super nice laptop. I'm extremely excited about it. But it's like, are you serious right now? Is this a joke? And so I did a bunch of researching on the internet, and it's definitely not a joke. You cannot record. And I was thinking, okay, I didn't get a very large hard drive with this one because the way a Chromebook is set up is it's meant to do things on the cloud. Right. But I didn't even think about it. I was like, I can get an external hard drive and record to that, not a big deal. Right. And so, yeah, but it's not that. They're literally, Google has made this thing to be a cloud-dependent device and not as much right. On your regular hard drive. Yeah. So it is what it is, but I one way or the other, I'm going to figure it out. They're saying something like June or July before they release the new app, and I don't know. I mean, if it's still whatever I just said, $75 billion to do it, I may still not do it, but we'll just have to see when it comes out and how much it costs to be able to record on the cloud And I actually thought when I thought about cloud, to be honest with you, because I'm an Android customer and I've had a Google Pixel forever, I've got the Google Photos Unlimited, like for free. So
All right. Right.
I was thinking, oh, if there is a cloud thing, it'll be, probably free to me since I'm a lifelong Google guy,
Sure.
but
Not
apparently
quite.
not.
Not so much.
Not so,
Not so
not so
much.
fast, my friend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell
So,
you what, man, I feel you, man. I feel your pain because, to be quite honest, I mean, not to throw salt in a wound, but uh, when I started doing, the Zoom stuff and doing channel chats, it was extremely easy, and I'm so thankful it was because if I would be going through what you're going through right now, I'd have probably got extremely frustrated, and it may not have happened.
yeah,
I'll be perfectly honest with you because I mean, trust me, I love doing this stuff, and I really, really love doing it. But with everything else I have going on, it's just it all becomes about time. And like this, like right now, you and I are recording this. Obviously we're recording it on a Monday and people aren't going to see it until Saturday,
right.
but it's all about time. You just got off work. I'm getting ready to head to work, and it's good. It's actually good that I'm going to work later because I'm going to work these crazy shifts now, and we've actually got a little bit of gap in between where we can actually do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
I mean that's what it all comes down to, and you know. My mom always told me the older you get, the faster time goes. And I tell you what, that is no joke. That is no joke. I don't know. April's over. Um, wow. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just don't know where
exactly.
it goes anymore.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's something about getting older. My kids tell me like every day how old I am, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
gee, you guys are so nice.
Yeah.
My son reminded me earlier today. We were talking about. I still have this dream. I've been to Montana a couple times, but for one reason or another, they were very fast trips. And he and I have this dream of going back out there and fly fishing in
Mm-hmm.
Montana. And
Yeah.
he said, Dad, if we don't do it soon, you're going to be too old. I'm like, really? Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, so he reminds me all the time how old I am.
Well,
And
yeah, I hear you. It is kind of
yes.
funny though. I got back at mine this week.
Oh,
Our youngest son just turned 25 this weekend.
gotcha.
And was like he's like, "Wow, it does seem like the older you get, the faster time goes." And I gotcha, sucker. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
see, I always joke with people because my dad was 45 when I was born. So I was like the last, the youngest. And my dad used to joke because we'd go out in the backyard and we'd throw a baseball, and my dad would be like, "Oh, my arm, oh, my back," because he was 60, or
right.
55 to 60. And then I would laugh at him, "Come on, Dad." And now I got my son doing the same thing. And I'm about to go this week to get my shoulder looked at because I've
Yeah.
got something really bad going on with my shoulder. And he's laughing as I go up for a layup playing basketball and my shoulder pops out of joint or throwing a baseball. Yeah. So I'm like, it'll come back to you, sonny boy. You just watch it.
So get this, right? So get
Yep.
this. My dad was 52 when I was born.
Oh wow. So I thought I was
Well,
on the other side there.
I turned 50 this year.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
exactly. Even when I was 45, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
youngest is 16, and
No.
no, I'm like, I'm. Well, I mean, it's no secret. I'm just over 50, but I'm just like, no, no.
I'm
So
done.
I'm glad my dad did, but yeah, we were one of those Brady Bunch families where my dad had already had kids and my mom had already had kids, and then they got married and had me and my brother who,
Right.
and so it was a his, hers, and ours kind of thing.
Sure, sure.
So yeah, a lot of fun, crazy family, uh, 6 kids and all kinds of different ages, and yeah,
Ah, it
really
makes it
crazy.
fun though.
It was fun. It was a fun time growing up for sure. But back to what we were talking about. I totally appreciate you You know, I think you thought yesterday you reached out to me and asked about this, and I immediately said, "Wow, what a cool dude," you know. And you're like, "Well, I don't want to take your thing," and I'm like, "No,
No,
look,
that's
dude,
just it.
I
don't
can't do my thing."
I know, and I don't.
Yeah.
So you know, we'll just call this Casey's KnivesFAST month in review, hosted by BigRedEDC. How's that? You know, when guys did, because guys have done SKL for me in the past, and
yeah,
that's what they say. You know, hey, this is SKL, Big Red's SKO, and you know, Zach always did. I never asked them to do that, but they just did. You know,
yeah, that's awesome.
This is really great of them. So you know, we're here to help out, and guys, trust me. Once Casey gets up and running, you know, we might do if Casey's up for it until he gets things situated. We might continue to do this if he's okay with it. But
Absolutely.
if he gets set up, it's going right back to him, and
yeah,
it's not me, it's him. So there you go. It's right, kind of like the knife. It's not the knife, it's me. Sorry,
that's funny.
Had to get that in.
Well, you know, I mess up so many times flipping a knife open. I just don't want people to think it's the knife. On the other hand, and again, I don't want to jump here right away. This is the knife. Wait, in that time it opened. Really? 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 Hold on. There we go. Okay, this is the knife. I didn't do anything wrong. All right. That's the Shadow Ranger.
You know what? That is a perfect place to start. Let's talk about April in review. And I tell you what, this, I was going to say something else. This magnificent piece of craftsmanship. Craftsmanship. Yeah. It has really, it kind of took over in April there, especially towards the end.
I need you to turn it like this for a second. I want to see something. For a
second? Okay.
All right. So your seatbelt cutter is black.
It is.
That's that. Oh wait, I turned it the wrong way. Turn it this way.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I turned it the wrong way because I'm tired. But yeah, isn't that nice to have that liner? That's
it shows you where it's at, man. What are you talking about? It's perfect. But I will say. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Screams America, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It screams. Look, I still can't get it open. Mine screams. It's having issues.
Dude, you have the Evitech Shadow Ranger, correct?
Yes, this is.
I have the MTech MT. It's a big long number. I don't know. Let's see, what is it? I can't read because I'm old. It's the MT 4606. I
there you go.
Read that.
Do they have 4,606 models? MTech?
Yes, I don't know.
That's pretty impressive.
You should have went with the MTech, dude. I'm just telling you. I mean, look at this craftsmanship. It opens every time. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, does yours cut? Because mine doesn't.
To be perfectly honest with you, I haven't tried yet.
Mine does not cut.
All right. So, okay, first cut test.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, see, you got the good one.
Look at MTech for the win.
So, for those of you that missed it, I don't know how far it's going to be after. You know, I know I think you're going to run this Saturday. So,
yep.
So that would have been 2 Mondays ago because we're doing a Monday night KF Live tonight.
Yes.
But the previous one, it was voted that I take this out in the backyard and shredder it. So I will be doing that in the next, couple of weeks. I've just not had time because work has been insane. So this guy, and by the way, can we just talk about the elephant in the room here? Sure. I know they're calling this what is it, Gladius or something, the blade shape? What is it?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It's a recurved, pointy, stabby, upswept drop point.
Beard point drop. I don't know.
I have no idea what this is. But whoever said it the other night, I think it was on your stream, was somebody said it's the perfect gas station fight knife for Peter. So
it is.
Yes.
You know. I mean, you've got the pokey, you've got the slide. Well, I don't know how deep we want to go in this because people may think we're talking about doing something we shouldn't be. And
no, we're not going to.
We don't do that. Trust us, we don't. We're old. That hurts too much. We don't do that. But yeah, it is.
And if I showed up with this one, they just laugh at me. But anyway, go ahead.
Probably they're like, all right, we're done. You're out. Just go away. So
Ooh,
yeah, so
God.
the definitely the okay. Are you ready? I'm gonna give it my
Okay.
best shot.
Okay.
The Shadow Ranger.
Oh man, that's so much better than mine.
I know it's
Somebody
funny.
commented on mine, was that Australian or Austrian? And I'm like, gee, thanks. I appreciate it.
No,
So,
Austrian, you have to get more of this in there. You gotta
no.
you gotta be angry. You gotta be
Angry?
angry. Well, German, German, Austrian, it just kind of seems like an angry language. It just does. Some of the words you're like, you
German
say
definitely, German and Russian are two of the angriest sounding languages to
they
me,
are kind of,
for sure.
yeah, and it's please nothing. My heritage is German, so it's an anger. You just have you ever seen those? Oh, like on TikTok or Facebook or something. They look like they do the comparisons of the languages, and
Right, right.
of course, the person that does the German, he's putting a little bit extra emphasis in it, of course. Just like, but you could say a nice, beautiful word in every other language. When you get to German, it's just got that punch to it. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay,
It's got all those achs
yeah,
to it
yeah, yeah.
on the end. Yeah, yeah, that's a way to put it for sure.
But to all my
So
German,
yeah,
if I have
I
anyone
can't.
from Germany watching, I mean no disrespect. I
No, we
just
love you.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
We
we
love everybody.
but yeah, we just had to get these out, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
shredder this one. And I saw where the shredder guys are about to get one of these, so I can't wait to see what they do with it as well.
Okay.
What Ezekiel, if he beats it up or what
Oh,
he
I'm pretty
does.
sure they will. I have no doubt.
Well,
Well, okay.
they got a tigress, which we're going to talk about in a minute,
Yes, they
and
are.
they're going to pass it around to their. I love this, the BPEX pass around
That was
group.
funny. That's funny. I like that. That's good. That's good.
And
But
they're going to pass it around, and then they're going to beat it up.
well,
So
good, good.
yeah,
They'll have some fun. But
yep,
yeah,
they will.
we're kind of talking about commonalities between some knives we've seen throughout the month of April, and you pretty much led into it.
Yeah,
You and I both had the box of what was there, 5 of them, the artisan
yep.
CGRB knives that were kind of going around that Russell was very gracious to put out into the community for us to kind of show off and talk about. Shoot, give me your thoughts on what you thought about them.
Well, I was happy to see your review on. Of course, we didn't have this model, but this is the Tigress, the one that's coming out on Blade HQ. That's why that one's blue and black and
Yep,
red. Yeah.
yep, yep.
Sorry, I had to look back at my phone. On my computer, I can't tell what color it is. But anyway, um, this is the Tigress, the one I was just talking about. We still don't know a price. We know it's coming in the next month or so, I believe. And I was excited to see a review because when I first picked it up on my live stream, I was like, wow, this thing is humongous. And I might not ever want to carry it and yeah, blah, 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 whatever. I carried this thing 2 or 3 different times, and it is a slicing machine. I was shocked about how thin behind the edge it was and how it just filleted paper and cut into boxes and everything else. Now, it does take up most of your pocket.
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah, so it's probably not. But I'm telling you right now, JB, if I can get now, I would get the satin blade one
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
send that sucker along to somebody we both know, Mr. BJ, and
Oh
maybe get
yeah.
a little bit of trimmage right here and maybe a hole right here. Or I'm a little bit off on my pointing skills, but anyway, get a hole in the blade there and maybe stonewash it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have to carry that
Mm-hmm. Well,
one.
that's
But
just it. I'm not a big knife guy. I just don't.
yeah,
Um, I started talking about really the Adamas, the mini Adamas. That's the one,
right.
and it's not big, really. It's beefier than what I normally carry, but it's not big. But I tell you what, the Tigress was probably the most fun I've had with a large knife. And I've looked at a few large knives, but it was just fun.
Oh yeah.
It was just a fun knife.
I think that's the right way to put it because it's just
it was pretty snappy for a bit. Now,
yeah,
okay,
very
that's
much.
a little, I don't know if that's the correct term, but I tell you what, I didn't fail it. I don't think I ever failed that knife. Once you got that big blade moving, it was coming open.
Yep. Oh no, that's exactly right. And it was and matter of fact, look here, see there's proof that JB did a review on it, guys. Go back and look at it. And no, I was just more than anything, I wanted to show the white and black one with the red accents.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I couldn't find it anywhere else, well, except mine in your review, so I figured I'd be nice and call yours up. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll fast forward and see if you fail it at all.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But guys, he's exactly right. I mean, now the one weird thing about it to me was the location of the lock, sort of being up on the. Let's see if you. Yeah. Anyway, at some point you'll show it, but it was up rather than being flat. It's sort of up on the incline right here. And so I did find that a little challenging.
It was a little high.
From time to time. Yeah, to sort of get a hold of. But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but that was the only. I mean, it just if you just want to get a knife, and again, it's good. We can already say confidently it's going to be less than $100. We don't know where it's going to be in there yet, but I would assume 60-ish maybe is my guess, 60 to 70.
Now
I don't know.
As far as the size, I'm guessing the 70-75 range. Just
okay.
Alone.
But I mean,
but maybe not. Maybe not.
But if let's just say it's 75, okay. There's a big hunk of steel, and it's so much fun. So I just think a lot of people are going to get it just because it's fun. And if you only carry it every once in a while, or you just bring it out when somebody's at your house and show them, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, I wasn't a huge fan of the white scales. They were already starting to pick up a little bit of dirt and funk.
Yes, the white G10 was getting it was, and I got a lot of comments on that, but it was starting to get dirty. That's why I really. And I know, use your knives, right? Yes, trust me, I use my knives, but a lot of times I like my knives looking nice too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edged sword, it is, but that's a big reason why I didn't really care for white knives, and
right.
I'm trying to find. I want to get one here so I can show you real quick, but you got the white, you have the blue, and then you have this one here that I want to show you from our good friend the Shredder. They have one. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
wow. Let's see what you're going to show, because I just found one on Knife Center's Facebook page. Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah,
right
go
there?
Ahead. Show the green one. Yeah.
I didn't want to jump in front of you there, but
okay. Go ahead if you got it.
I had not seen that one, but I popped back to my feed and my Google search and saw that, and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool looking.
I do like the green. I'm seeing if I can get a good shot of it here that they have. There you go. There's one. There you go. We'll give our buddy the Shredder
there you go.
Love. But there you go. There's the green one, the green and black.
Now, what's the one he's got above it there? Should I know that?
Shot, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those you find in the mall stores.
Yeah. Okay.
No, seriously. I mean, that's what it is. I actually have one, and it's not a bad little knife, to be perfect.
Yeah, but I see
there's the black and there's the black and.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I actually like that a lot.
Yeah, that's a good color combo. So there's a little shout out to our.
Well, now here's one. Well, no, that's the blue one. Okay, so here's Blade HQ has the blue.
That looks
the
darker,
one
though.
Yeah, it does, and that's
in the picture. It looks darker.
Yeah, it sure does. But
so okay.
Again, it looks like there'll be some good options on it. That's pretty cool.
So out of that batch, what one do you think you liked the best?
Out of the artisan batch, the Arion. I that one blew me away, because I mean, I liked the way it looked, but when I got it in hand, I mean, I liked the Centauri. There you go. I liked the Centauri a lot. And this reminds me, if you guys have ever felt a Centauri, it's very similar. Now, it's not a front flipper, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying the way it fits in your hand and the way it feels, the thinness of it. Very, very nice knife. I dig that one a lot, and the action was really good too.
I love that color.
Yeah.
What was it? Double coral? Is that what they called it?
Something like that. Yeah, double coral. I think that's right.
Oh my goodness. I love that color and that blade shape. That is really, really nice knife.
And I think I said it wrong a minute ago because it's Arian, right?
Is that what? Yeah. Don't trust me. I had a hard time getting, well, you know me and knife names. So we won't talk about that.
So let's see here. I'm trying to find. Yeah, no. Okay, so this is the other that I've seen. Artisan had this on their website already for sale, and that's the OD Green. Hold on, turn it over. There you go. OD Green version.
That was the thing that we were, you know, they sent out these prototypes, but the Arian's already been out for sale.
Correct.
And it's out of stock most places.
I don't know if they're still making changes to it or what the deal, but what I had heard is it was pretty much done. But
then that's what I was.
But he did. Russell.
About.
Yeah, Russell told me when I was. I don't know what just happened, but he told me when I was looking at it that the green one was already out. So
okay.
But
here we go.
Yeah. But I think, to me, what was yours in that batch?
Out of them, I would probably have to say that the Arian. Excuse me. See there.
It's hard.
It is, and it's the way my brain sees it. It's kind of like the Butron 2.0. So
yeah,
it is. But Arian, that is what it's called. The Arian.
Poor Butron.
I know.
Or Butron or whatever it is.
Oh, I murdered it.
I would mess it up too.
But I tell you what, another one that I really, really liked was that one right there.
All right, so yes, very much so. So I don't know if you guys saw the announcement, and I've already talked to you about this, JB, but I just got permission from Dylan to share some of this.
Yeah, go for it. I
did. So that is now going to be, and it was on Artisan's Instagram last night. That is now going to be a CJRB model. And let's see if I can I don't think this is going to show up, is it? There we go. It's going to be a CJRB model. And if you see the bottom one, JB, if you put yours back up, that's the one we had, the bottom one. And you see how it's kind of, there's a sharpening choil there. Man, it's really having a hard time focusing because I've got it so close and it's white. I'm going to try it one more time. Here we go. But if you see the top one, there's now sort of a finger choilish kind of thing going on.
So it's got a little bit bigger cut here.
Yeah, and there's no and there's no sharpening choil because it just ends at the finger choil.
Got it.
And then he's saying the blade is a little taller. Okay. But I wonder if everybody heard what I said a minute ago. Guys, this is going to be, let me go over there. This is going to be a CJRB model now, not an Artisan model, which to me is a big deal because that signals, I hope, that it might sort of be in the more affordable range. So as a matter of fact, here we go. This is better, and this kind of has the same thing. If you look, the one on the left is the Artisan model that you and I had, and the one on the right is the CJRB model with, you can see the deeper finger.
It definitely has a deeper cut there coming off the handle.
Deeper finger well.
Yep.
Really cool. Let's see. So, and it's going to come in a black version.
Oh, blacked out. Look at
and look at that. Tan handle. I think, is that it? No, and a OD green handle.
Sweet.
So black and black, tan and black, and green and black, and then black with satin. So, and they're saying, if you read this announcement, what it says is it will, of course, be produced at the same level of quality as Artisan cutlery products and with the same materials as the prototype version. We felt that it's high time that the CJRB line got a fantastic fixed blade, and what a better way to kick things off than with the Silex. And it is a Mallory design, and you and I both enjoyed that one a lot. And so did Nellie.
Yeah. Oh, she did. She liked it. She did like it.
That's awesome. So yeah, I'm a little bit excited about that one. You know, my wife and I talk all the time. We've got all these really nice knives, but we don't have a lot of nice kitchen knives. So maybe it's time to remedy that.
So
I do have.
you don't want to know what most of our kitchen knives are?
What's that?
Cold steels.
Cutco, cold steel. There you go.
Seriously.
I have
They work
a.
great. They're
I have
perfect.
a Hinkle's Santoku that is pretty much the best kitchen knife we own.
Right.
So a German made, a German made kitchen knife. You know, sometime you and I need to talk about. You know, I do TV. And a couple of years ago, I did the World Championships of downhill mountain biking in Snowshoe, West Virginia, and they
Really?
sent over a German crew. Now, this German crew had been following the tour all over the world, and then they came, and I worked for 5 days with a totally German crew and like 2 or 3 Americans, me and 2 other people. And it was hilarious. Those guys are so funny. But you're right. They do sound angry at you every time they talk. But they were awesome.
Cool, that's pretty cool.
They were awesome. Yeah, that was. Imagine doing a running camera as a mountain bike is coming downhill super fast while standing cockeyed on the middle of a ski slope. Yeah. So I did that for 3 days worth of shooting and then 2 days worth of setting up and tearing down. So
and then
it was
3 weeks of chiropractic work.
Yes, pretty much. And they may have that event again later this year, and if they do, I'm going to try to get myself in better cardio shape before then, because that was tough. That was tough. But it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I digress. And so, what two haven't we talked about?
We talked about this Silex. I'm still not sure how to say that.
Yeah, I keep saying Silex, but
Yeah,
I think that sounds sort of like what were the bad guys on Battlestar Galactica?
Cylons.
Cylons. So every time I say Silex, I think of the Cylons.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. There's the Hystrix.
Yes, sir.
That was a really nice design. Now I said in my review that I'm not real big on ring knives. I'm just
right.
And this one is one that, I mean, you have to use the ring. I had to use I have smaller hands.
Yeah, you don't have enough hand width.
Right. And the one thing I did say about it too, though, is most ring knives they spread these 2 fingers apart too much.
Do.
It's just
this one did. Okay,
didn't for me. This one did not for me. It was
That's true, because it's kind of cramped, so you kind of don't have a choice, and
I didn't mind it, but still a ring knife, not my first choice.
And then it's got the attitude adjuster on the end there.
It does. It definitely does.
But so I had a viewer ask me if he said the ring looked like it was adjustable, and it was a solid piece of the tang, right?
That's a solid
thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. He said it looked like it was adjustable, and I'm like, no. Yeah, that was Rick. And I was like, no, Rick, I don't think so. I think it's definitely a solid tang. So, it was. I mean, again, you want to talk about pokey stabby and a lot of fun.
I love the blade. Oh yeah,
the man.
Blade. And I mean, I like it. To be perfectly honest with you, if that handle was cut off and it was just like, a more regular handle other than the ring, I'd be singing its praises all day long. Great knife. It's just that ring kind of throws me off.
I agree. And somebody said they would get it and use it as a kitchen knife, and I just can't see myself doing that with the ring on it. But
no matter what, I will always and forever swipe right for Dylan.
There you go, 100%. All right, then last but not least, JB, let's talk about Big Eye here. Wait a minute, did I say that?
Big Eye fish,
this is it's a design element. Now, there's no real mechanical reason for it.
It is an element. It is definitely an element. Yeah.
Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to hold a key phone still.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, the pivot is enormous. It's a little bit bigger than a nickel. For those of you that kind of want to know, somebody asked me, It's not as big as a quarter, but it's maybe slightly bigger than a nickel. That's big. The blade was pretty slicey. The ergos were fine for me, not like great, but fine. It just, to me, design wise, it just doesn't speak to me because of that. And by the way, that one's going to be right at $100. It looks like.
Oh yeah, okay. Now at the time we're recording this, my review has not posted yet.
Mine hasn't either. Mine will post this week. But
yeah, mine will post this week as well. So
maybe we can do competing ones again. That'll be good.
Yeah. And I try. Obviously we don't try to do that.
No, of course not.
But you know what? When it does that, sometimes I think it's a good thing because you get that immediate.
Right.
You can get that immediate comparison. And
and
even
even
this is what KC said. Oh, JB released his video. Okay, or whoever. Okay, this guy released his video. Let's go see what he says about it, and then we'll compare the two. And I think that's a nice sometimes.
I think it is.
Go look it up. You can always. If you said Benchmade bug out, you're gonna get 123 reviews on it, Benchmade bug outs, and you can get all the information you want. But I think it's just nice when it's fresh like that.
I agree. And by the way, just in case, no, I won't tell you because I don't want you to change when yours hits. So I'm not going to tell you when mine, but it's this week.
It's mine's this week too.
Yeah, I think But anyway, I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. But it's this week. But again, all 5 of those knives, let's see, the only one that had a steel different was the Arion. It had S35, I believe, and the rest of them had AR RPM 9. I honestly think they're killing it with that steel. And if you're going to come out with your own steel, you got to put it on your knives, period. And seems like that's what they're going to do. And I think that's great. It seemed, and if those of you, and I keep promoting this video, and I'm going to keep doing it. But Jake from Bearded Gear took a Arroyo and beat it up against a tree, and it held up really well for what you would expect a pocket knife in any steel. I don't care if it's M390 like such, or if it's whatever. I think crew wear. I don't think if you took any of these knives, depending on the edge geometry, and beat them up against a tree, they would hold up much better than that Arroyo did for Jake. It kept cutting and cutting and cutting, and then finally wore out towards the end of his video. But he did a ton of feather sticking and whacking and everything else, trying to make it fail. And I honestly think they've got something there, a really good steel.
I haven't had any issues with it. Now I know some people have said it seems a little soft to them, and maybe initially it was, and maybe they adjusted their heat treat a little bit. I don't know, but I haven't had to fully sharpen one. I've stropped them.
I haven't either. I don't even own one.
They strop back. It strops back really well.
Right.
I haven't had any issue with that. And usually, if it's a soft steel, it won't. It has a little bit of issue even stropping sometimes. For me, anyway, that's kind of been my experience. It seems fine, so I don't know. There could have been some changes made. Yeah,
maybe so. And speaking of stropping, I just have to do this. I've already shipped this knife off, but since we're doing a month in review, I had Jason Brown, loyal viewer of both of our channels. I had his Tucson TS80, and that guy swears up and down, JB, that's D2. He swears up and down that the only thing he has done is strop that. And it was laser sharp. But
that's just it. Most steel,
deadly sharp,
correctly.
Yeah,
you're gonna have that,
right?
Even
either that or Jason. I'm just gonna send all my knives to Jason and tell him to do whatever he does to it.
Well, yeah, exactly. But like 440C and stuff. That is a great, when it's done correctly.
Absolutely.
And now, some of them don't hold as edge as long, and that's just a you know, it's due to the components that are in the steel. But when they're sharp and they done correctly, I mean, they work just fine.
Yeah, and all steels, you know, and again, you know, I'm sitting here hedging, trying to do my knife professor videos about knife steel. And guys, I promise I am going to do it at some point. But, you know, every steel is a little bit different. For example, and I believe this one's 420 HC. This is a Buck Spitfire. And I got to tell you, this takes a heck of an edge. It really does. I've heard people complain about this steel. Look at that hologram, JB. Look at that. That's beautiful. Anyway, I've heard people complain about this knife, but I got to tell you, it's hard to sharpen. It is not fun. It takes a lot longer for me to get this one sharp than some of my others, but when it is sharp, it is stinking sharp.
Oh, yeah.
This is, yeah. So all steels are good in one way or another. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's one that's not. For example, what did we say this is? 3CR something?
3CR13, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So I'm, you know, again, we'll see how it holds up when I beat it up against the tree soon. So, but I think, you know, and I've had people comment on, and you have too, on 154 CM. And again, let's talk about it. 154 CM right here. We're going to talk about these tour knives in a minute. That one's S35. This one's S35. So this is 154 CM. And I'm telling you, this guy took a razor sharp edge. Yeah.
Yeah. 154,
and so,
man. Great steel.
Again, now you might, meaning you out in viewer land, you might sharpen one and not like what it takes. For example, back to that Spitfire, you might pick up that Spitfire and say, boy, I never want to have to sharpen that one again. and then, you know, you have to make a decision on whether you want that one going forward or not. But to me, it gets sharp enough and it's great. I've used this. My brother-in-law uses his exclusively for skinning deer. And he loves this knife. He brings it to me to sharpen. I don't like it when I'm doing it. But once it's sharp, it is sharp. And he likes it because he actually likes the lock back because he feels more comfortable. I don't. It's not my favorite, at least. And then he likes the fact that it's bright orange in this case. So when he drops it in the leaves, he can find it.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think you're exactly right. There's all kinds of steels out there, and it just depends on what you want for what task.
Well, you kind of already started showing us those tours there, and I know you said you wanted to mention something about tours as far as your monthly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about them. What do we got?
Yeah, so I'll even put their sticker out there because I got it sitting here.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
yeah, you know, these guys, I'm telling you, I've had many chances to talk with them, and I've followed their work for probably 4 or 5 years. I'm from Southern California, from the same area where they're located.
Sure.
And so it interested me when a knife company came up in that area, and they want to do high quality knives, and they're trying to put them in a price bracket that people are going to enjoy. This guy came in this month, and this is the Anaconda. And then let's see, in my pocket, because I was carrying it today, this is the pry bar, the EDC tool they call it. Both of those. What's that?
Got a little bit of screen freeze going on. We've got a great picture of the Anaconda though. There it is. You're good. Yep, you're good.
Oh man, sorry about that.
No, it was a great picture of the Anaconda. Man. It was really good.
I hear kids upstairs, so they're probably sucking up the internet.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm surprised it'll happen tonight on the live now that I'm saying it, but I haven't really had. But I'm not going to finish saying it. But yeah, this is the Anaconda, guys. S35 VN, pokey stabby, all kinds of it. Great. And this one, on the other hand, of what you were talking about, the Hystrix, I have plenty of room for my hand between the guard here and the ring.
Right.
If you want to use the ring, you
Now,
can
see, to
see
me,
there.
I just
Yep.
see your hand. That looks like that would be really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah,
Because
it's
I
not
think you have
super.
a little bit bigger hands than I do.
Yep, a little bit, I think. But it's because I keep saying I'm gonna every time you say my what do you say 3 3/4 inch hands?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
keep wanting to measure mine. I need to do that, but
Well,
I have
let's not get into a measuring contest.
hands,
Sorry.
hands.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm
That's
sorry.
good.
I'm
But
sorry.
I will hold the knife like this. The ring
Yeah.
to me is for
Yeah.
pulling it out of the holster.
Yeah.
I will hold the knife like this, and it is super comfortable like that for me. And again, this Kydex sheath, fully adjustable. I've got the UltiClip XL on it, and I'm digging it as an inside the waistband carry. That one I've
Now,
had the
does that have an ulti clip on it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the
Ulti clip. Okay.
UltiClip
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
XL. It's what
XL.
they call
Okay.
the XL.
Okay.
Now, if you see here, I haven't even talked about this. I meant to talk about it in my review and I forgot. It's kind of like a tool here. Let me open it. So if you see here, it's actually got like a wrench cut out on the UltiClip. How cool is that?
Now, see, the video that dropped today as we're recording this.
Yeah.
Mine was of the Kydex, the sheaths from Black Bear Custom Kydex.
Yep, absolutely.
And I had not used an ulti clip until those, and I don't think it was the XL. I think it's just an ulti clip because it didn't.
Right.
Oh, and
yeah, it doesn't have this, and it's thinner. My son had the Battle Ring dagger from Cold Steel that I reviewed.
Okay.
Had the regular ulti clip on it. Now it's funny you should say that because I was thinking about saying this because you had your.
Oh, I lost your audio now. Oh, and we froze. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to message him real quick. There you go.
I'm still there.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go throw some kids out of the house in a moment. But so yeah, this guy is great. The Tech Lock here. I really, really like that. And then on the Jank Shank, which I carried today, and it poked me. Thank you. My fault. See, it's me, not the knife.
Me, not the knife. Yeah, you gotta get it in at least once. You gotta get it.
This has just and I think I saw you show one of these. It's just an inside the waistband clip, and you can buy them at Black Bear Kydex, and you can also buy these at Tour Knives. They have on their website. They have every one of these clip options and the small ulti clip. They have all of those options available.
Do they do much with soft loops? Or PTL loops?
They have not, and I saw that in your because I was wondering about that with this guy. I'm thinking trying soft loops on this. I like this. My only issue is I haven't been able to figure out how to carry it now. I may take my ulti clip over to it and try to carry it scout carry.
Yeah.
But I'm also interested in what soft loops would be like with this one to carry it this way to pull out front ways.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you like those soft loops and the what did you say PTL?
There were soft loops, and then he sent the PTL loops. I really, really like the Tech Lock.
Okay.
I really like the Tech Lock.
Yep.
The PTL loops, I mean, I've got some sheaths that, and there again, I don't carry a fixed blade a lot. Most of the time, it's if I'm working around home and that type of thing. And I do like soft loops. They're good. They make for a good scout carry for sure. But I just really like the Tech Lock. You know what I mean?
I'm actually tempted to just buy another one for this. I like the ulti clip, but I'm going to try it first. I'm going to take it off of here and put it on the Anaconda and just see if I like it. And if I do, I'll probably just get another one.
The one thing I did find
as small as the Jank. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the one thing I really found the ulti clip was good for is lighter weight material.
I agree. Yeah, if you got shorts or
your short, like your basketball shorts, that type of material or something, really, really good for that.
I agree. The only thing I was going to say is I probably would never put a Tech Lock on the Jank Shank. It's just so small, it would like overwhelm it like crazy. So that's why I thought the inside the waistband, just a little plastic clip was perfect for that guy. Yeah, I mean, Tour has just been, and again, they've come alongside my channel from when they first, and I've made no secret about it. They sent me this guy, the Field 2.0. When they sent it to me, golly, think I had 200 subscribers. And so they've just been with me from day one. And I think they felt like they sort of grew with my channel because they moved to a new shop this year. They're tooling up with brand new machining and hired a bunch of new people, getting ready to release 3 new folding knives in May. Which, guys, I've seen. Pay attention. I am very excited for when they're ready to release them. They're going to be awesome. So yeah, I mean, they've come alongside, and of course they do the 10% off with the code KnivesFAST, which is so stinking cool. Yeah,
that's awesome of them.
But they're really cool dudes. Former military. Well, again, like half their staff is former military.
Now,
so
you said they're from the San Diego area, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. What part?
Well, they're actually in El Cajon, their shop now. So which is where I grew up. But so yeah, they're in El Cajon, just outside of San Diego, and again, just killing it. I think, and I can't wait to see. They did a folding knife last year called the Phoenix. And we made it, and I think it went over fairly well. But I think these guys really felt like they wanted to do it their way, and so I'm extremely excited. And they're also releasing. By the way, I don't know how you can get any better than this. The fluted walnut handle, right. But they're releasing a signature series this week. Where they've got like crazy looking burled handles and everything else on this. And what was the other one? The Cryptea. So 2 of their knives will have a signature series with really awesome sculpted looking wood handles. Let's see if I can. I think I saw today because we're recording this on Monday.
Yep.
They're releasing them tomorrow, and
so by the time people see this, they should be out.
Yep. Okay, and of course, here we go. Good. So you can see there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 2 of those are these 2 on this side are Field 2.0, and there's like a burl wood, and I can't tell you, some kind of light looking burled wood.
Looks really. Yeah, dude, that looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And then over here, the Crypteas, and they're like both kind of a dark looking wood.
Too, though. Wow,
yeah. Whoops, good. I meant to go to the next picture. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. So there's, if you can get the glare out of it.
That is on Tour's. That's on Tour's Instagram, correct?
Instagram, yeah. So if you want to go look at them,
yeah, check those out, guys. Man.
And then it looks like. It looks like they're gonna ship in like a pelican-looking case.
Oh wow!
It's got like what looks like a coin. Let's see. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, it's like a coin, like a medallion. See that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It says signature series made in the USA.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, I saw that and I was just like, how cool! Yeah, you get the certificate of authenticity. I just cool. Look at that handle, Jamie.
Oh, I know, man. Burlwood is amazing.
Yeah, so I thought I would share that because they're, like I said, these guys are. I think they're going to be movers and shakers. And I just happen to be one of their fanboys from way back, and because I fell in love, and it's funny I don't even have one. I fell in love with the Serpent. Which is basically the Tanto version of the Anaconda.
Okay.
And the reason I like the Anaconda, and the reason I got the Anaconda, is I prefer drop point to a Tanto. But the first one I had seen was the Serpent, which is basically pretty much the exact same knife with a Tanto point.
Cool.
So yeah, but there you go. That's kind of. That was a big development for me this month.
It's terrific. That's awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of things that happened this month, I see in the bottom right corner there a knife that was a fun thing for you this month.
Oh yeah, this one right here. Yeah. Yeah, this was quite a fantastic occurrence. We'll just call it that because it was absolutely amazing. Obviously, it came to me from our good friend John at Grateful Panic, but there was a lot of people involved in it, and basically a gift to me, thanking me for what I do in the community, and um,
Yeah,
it was overwhelming and greatly appreciated. It's a Laconico. It's the Alliance Design.
it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful knife, and it's funny because we're talking about this because they sent it to me to thank me for what I do for the community, right? And
Right.
if I can tie it in a little bit, this past week, 2 weeks, I've been doing nothing but thanking the community for coming together and what they're doing for our good friend Jack Thornboy.
Yeah.
As you know, I was thinking about I'm doing a raffle, a fundraiser, just so many things about it. As a matter of fact, Jack was just messaging me while we were talking here. But a lot of things happen to the guy in his life, and he needs a hand. And
Yeah.
I think we've proven time and time again that that's what we're about as a community, is when somebody needs a hand, we help as much as we can. And I was going to do the raffle this past weekend. I guess it would have been, we'll just say last weekend. And I knew I shouldn't have. I should have waited. And I did end up waiting. Hopefully, by the time people see this, hopefully I'll be finalizing up and getting the raffle out, because there was just so many people wanting to send stuff in. As we record this today, Monday, April 26th,
Right.
I got 7 packages in the mail.
Oh my gracious.
7 packages of donations.
That's awesome.
It's amazing, and
It's unreal.
there's more coming. And I've got a big box of stuff sitting here already. This is gonna be, guys.
Epic.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Jack earlier, and he's like, I feel terrible because some of these people I don't even know them, and they're doing this, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's what we do, man.
I've never met him. I wasn't even subscribed to him till recently. So there you go. Yeah, but that's what this community is. And you know what? You're not going to like me saying this, but it's okay. You and Zach. I mean, you guys have laid the foundation for this, and I think it's amazing. It's people have come along. You've had your live stream, and people have become friends on your live stream. And if you say to somebody, hey, such and such is having a hard time this week, they're immediately all over encouraging that person, because you guys have laid the groundwork for that. And I think it's amazing. And I know you don't want me to say that. So act like I didn't say it, but it's okay.
But I will have to give a shout out to someone, to Jimmy Slash.
Right.
Because he was the one that inspired me to, do what I do. Seriously and honestly.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And with his piff and everything like that, I was like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that and to do as much, as to why wouldn't I want to do as much as I can, to basically, for lack of a better term, repay the community for what they've given me.
Absolutely.
And that's, I'm not talking about, I'm not even talking about the channel and as far as that, just the friendships that people have, the people I've met, yourself, Zach, Peter and Christine, John, I can go on and on and on. It's just, that means more than anything. And it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. It's absolutely fantastic. And there again, we're a community, and we have, there again, I don't, if you recall, I said I had a contact from Logan, 13 years old. Are you there?
Oh,
there you are. Okay.
Oh man, did it do it again? I'm sorry.
So. I don't think so. I just wanted to make sure. That was just a sound check. That's all. But anyway, because I'm kind of babbling here. So, but a 13-year-old kid new to the community and just wants to be a part of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? How crazy is that? It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's beyond awesome. And my hope is as my channel continues to grow that I'm able to do more paying it forward, because you guys have been huge in helping me, and I'm trying to by doing more giveaways and different things. I'm at the point now, thanks to the generosity of you last week helping me out, and then I've been able to get some things in here, and I'm gonna trying to do a giveaway on my live stream like every week, which is something I would have never thought was possible, but it is because of the support of folks and everything else. So hoping to pay it back, and then just what you've undertaken with this raffle is crazy. It's a logistical craziness, but you just love it, and I think it's awesome. It's amazing.
I want to do everything I can to help.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to. There's no. I mean, that's its simplest form, and and I've done stuff for people that I don't even know, but especially when it's somebody like Jack Farm Boy. I mean, he was one of the. Let's see if we can. There it is, right there.
There he is.
One of the original guys in our little kind of group that helped one another out, and I feel I owe it to him just for being the person he, you know what I mean? I don't know if
that makes sense. No, that makes perfect sense, man.
I feel like I want to do anything I can to help, especially him, but not just him, the people in the community. And of course Zach, and I mean, is there anything better than DSKFS? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's just.
I mean, that's the definition of what we're trying to do. So
exactly. Yep. It really is. And I don't think you could really put a better term or name or whatever you want to call it to it. It's just do something kind for someone.
Absolutely.
And it's fantastic. And yeah, it's really fun. It is work. But
I don't think people realize that, but it is. I mean, this is not, these videos happening every day don't just happen, guys.
That's fun. The videos are fun. I'm talking about putting together raffles and stuff.
Oh, I agree.
And this one just blew up, but it's awesome. It's terrific.
It's going to be huge, yeah.
Every second, every minute, every hour I spend doing something related to it, it's all worthwhile because Jack's going to get the help he needs.
I think that's cool. And I'm hoping the raffle, when you do post it, that it blows up and goes big. That, we're going to, everybody out here is going to help promote it and be a part of it. And I think it could be a really huge deal for Jack. And that's great. And I don't even know Jack, but I'm excited.
Whoa. Yeah. I'll tell you right now. And just to give you an idea, and I haven't even done the raffle yet, right?
Right.
Haven't even done the raffle yet. And I've had so many monetary donations from people. I don't want raffle entries. I just want to help Jack. Pay for shipping, whatever. And then if there's something left over, give it to Jack, that type of thing.
Wow. That's awesome.
Nearly $700 in donations.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm
not saying that to boast. I'm not saying that to.
Of course not.
It's amazing. I don't know what else to say. I just don't. It's incredible. It's incredible, and I'm just so happy it's gone this well. Yeah.
I can't wait to see it post and come to full fruition. But I'm glad you gave it the extra time to breathe and get some more donations in. And I think it'll be good.
It was the right thing to do because, like I said, 7 packages today alone. And I'm not gonna.
You would have had to have done a part 2.
Yeah, and I've done that before.
Yep.
I have done that before, and I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of the reason why I did it too, is, you know what, let's just, like you said, give it some time to breathe. And, you know, I've talked to Jack as well. And I was like, hey man, you know, is there anything I can do for you in the meantime? And he's like, no, we're good right now. And I was like,
Good.
you let me know. You let me know, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Wow, man. Sounds like April's been a pretty cool month.
I think so. I think we've had a little bit going on. We didn't really get to all the knives you had on the table, but I know we're wrapping up here, but you just got to say the name of the wood on the middle one on the left there.
Don Mukulrudi? You like how I say that?
I just love when you say it. Yeah. And of course that penguin is hot too. That thing looks awesome.
That, let's yeah, we got to spend just a second on that, because you mentioned it earlier, but you were talking about BJ.
Yep.
And what he does to a knife. Now this was completely, you know, if it had I can't remember if it was satin or stonewash, but it was really light. But he did this wonderful acid etch to it. He acid etched the liners, the pocket clip, and then he bead blasted hardware to match it. And the handle is stock. It's stock. That's the way it came. But
gotcha.
That everything else that he put together, oh my goodness. I knew this was the whole reason why I bought it, is to send it to him. That was
just to get it right, right.
Okay, I wanted a red penguin. Okay, let's not lie. I wanted a red penguin. But
of course.
I was like, I could get it and send it to BJ, and it's going to look even that much cooler. And it does.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how it turned out. And yeah, we've got a couple other knives here. Some really cool gifts. This came from Gino V.
That one's, yeah, I like the looks of that.
So thankful. Gino V he sent this to me out of the blue. He also made some donations to the raffle, but he really wanted to give me a knife, and I greatly appreciate it. And then Mark, who actually is kind of April in review. He was a channel chat here in the month of April. Let's see, who did I talk to? I talked to Zach, Mark, Brad from Mild Mannered EDC, and Alex from 814 EDC in the month.
All good ones. Yeah, I've watched all those.
And he sent this little Schrade 175 as kind of, and the sheath as basically a thank you gift for having him on. So thank you so much, Mark. That was very, very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there again, just some awesome people. And of course, you guys have heard me fawn over this thing, and the review actually, I got it in March, but the review actually posted in April, and I'm going to put it on screen as much as possible, because this knife, as of right now, this very well may be my knife of 2021. I'll be perfectly honest.
Oh, you ruined it.
I know. But I
want to get, no, I'm just teasing you. I want to get one of those in hand at some point. I'll have to
send you mine.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's too pretty.
Send you mine.
But yeah, you know, I was joking with somebody today. Do you know? Because I carried this guy yesterday on Sunday, because I worked 14 hours on Saturday, so I just laid around the house yesterday. So this was the mini bug out. Do you know that I've never owned a full-size bug out? Everybody else in the community, they're talking about bug out. And so I'm going to have to get one of those, and at some point an Adamas. But I thought that was hilarious yesterday. I told somebody that, and they were like, you don't have a what? Like, it seems like a rite of passage in the knife community. You have to have a bug out.
Well, I don't know. I mean, trust me, I love the bug out. I really do.
Right.
Now,
there's just so many other knives that boil up my list higher.
I know.
That's my problem.
It happens, and it's
like I thought I would.
You don't have to have a bug out to, it's not like a prerequisite to have a channel or
right.
Like that.
I thought I would rather have this than a bug out. I don't know why.
That's a nice knife.
So, yeah, you think? A little bit.
That's a nice knife.
So
it's not a prerequisite, but yeah.
No, it was just funny when somebody said you don't have a what?
Have you ever handled a bug out?
Yes.
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, and this is what's funny, and I actually Now it goes back to our conversation that never aired on when I tried to do a month in review about this guy versus the full size.
Right.
I actually think I would have liked the full size better.
Okay.
Just I don't know. It's not that this isn't. I mean, again, I get a full grip. I got plenty of room. It's great. But I just think, after handling your full size, I'm like, oh man, I probably should have just gotten the full size. Now, this one, I was at Smoky Mountain Knife Works at the counter, and these had just come in, the white one and the orange one.
Yep.
And I was going there to get a bug out.
Yep.
And I saw the mini. I held the mini, and I thought to myself, man, how nice would it be to have this guy in the summer when you're wearing shorts or whatever,
sure. Yeah.
and you're bumming around. And so I ended up getting this one and not getting the full size. But yeah, I spent. I've told you this before. When I go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, my family knows. Don't tell me it's time to go. I'm in charge that day, and that one day a year.
Okay. At least you think you're in charge.
I am.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Come on. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Don't get me wrong. Uh-oh. We locked up again. All right. Let's see if we get Casey back here. Lock up. All right. Well,
there we go. Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
I was just saying. So I literally spent like an hour at the Benchmade counter trying to make up my mind between this one and the full size, and I ended up with the mini. And if I had it to do again, I would have got the full size. But there you go.
Well, I tell you what. I will pack up the mini Adamas, and I will send it to you so you can check.
Oh man.
And we'll see if we can find something else to throw in there for you.
Oh, now don't do that.
But I think it's probably, unfortunately, I've got to get ready to go to work because I do have I was gonna say I have a day job, but I kind of have a night job because I work swing shifts. So
yep, I
have a job anyway, believe it or not. And it's good though. It's good though. This week is pretty much going to be a lot of overtime, so that's going to really help out the channel. So I am looking forward to it. So we finally getting some overtime again. So very good.
Yeah, and I had the overtime in my second job over the weekend, so that'll be helpful when that comes in too. So
cool.
I hear you. It wasn't fun working 14 hours on Saturday, but I'll enjoy it.
Yes, the paycheck is nice.
Yes, sir.
I will admit that. But
JD, guys, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you, man, and guys, thank you for joining us for Casey's month in review on KnivesFAST month in review that just happens to be a channel chat. That's what we're gonna call it. So, but hey, we might do another one here come the end of May. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what we can get figured out, and if Casey gets things situated, it'll be right there over on the KnivesFAST channel, guys.
That's awesome. I actually enjoyed this so much. I thank you so much for doing it.
Well,
and I'll just go figure out why my internet is acting up before my stream tonight. But anyway.
Well, there you go. Well, and there I did want to tell you, brother, I am going to be at the wharf tonight. I will have basically access to
you're
nothing,
good.
So I am going to miss your live tonight, and I do apologize for that.
No need to apologize. I hope
Casey's weeks in review, and hopefully very, very soon in the next couple of months, these month in reviews on his channel. Casey, thanks so much, man. Greatly appreciate the conversation and the talk with you today. It was wonderful.
Loved it. Thanks.
Well, all right, buddy. You have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later.